No, you're good. All right, so now we have the director here, Trey. What's your last name? It's not Rose. Cedric Briggs III. That's what it is. Is that what you want me to introduce you as, Trey or Cedric Briggs III?
You can do either or.
What inspired this story, and where did it begin for you?
My relationship with my dad. He was in my life growing up, but he didn't raise me. But that's exactly why I made sure he was in my life. So I want to tell a story about a boy that only listened to himself. And abandonment is from the person that is abandoned it's a very crucial thing. So I guess just the relationship I have with my dad, like he never abandoned me, but like I want to tell a story about a boy that had father problems because of my own past. So yeah.
Okay. You've taken so many roles: writer, director, actor, editor, producer, and even music. How do you manage switching hats during production?
I always tell myself I don't know everything. I think out of everybody, Shay is probably the most vocal. That might be because of our relationship. Gabe is naturally vocal, but he's very comfortable with saying what he feels and thinks. And that makes me feel better because I know it's certain things that I kind of debate on whether or not I should say it. And if I know I'm going to say it, I have to figure out how to say it. So I'll stop myself just with that. But just knowing I don't know everything, so it allows me to switch those hats better and carry them all with grace.
Awesome. As an actor, what was it like performing your own words?
It's cringy. It's cringy. I see a lot of errors. Errors is probably a bad word. I see a lot of things that I could have simplified. But yeah, it's very cringy on my end.
That's funny. As a director, how did you guide the cast and crew while still being in the thick of it?
I read this book called The Book of Five Rings, and it's just a book about strategy. And the first thing they talk about is foundation. So whenever things get crazy, the foundation of the story itself is have faith, be wise. So that kind of takes me through whatever is going on, whether it's something crazy going on, whether it's an obstacle. Have faith, be wise. I know when I'm not the one equipped for what to do next. I know when I know when my creativity is better than what I planned for it before. But have faith, be wise. It's a good, I guess, meditative mantra that I have embedded into the story.
Awesome. Even though you've done so much, you still had a team. How did they help carry the vision with you?
Everybody played their role, and everybody really helped each other with their role. For example, every time Gabe shot, I think it was only one scene that Gabe had that Jacob wasn't there to kind of critique him, because I got to know Gabe through the process. I already knew Jacob. Cameron and Shay and Gino, they were all kind of like my.
You want to start that over?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't have a Mike Pence moment here.
But everybody played their role, and everybody helped each other with their role. So as for the crew, even the actors, they would be the crew when it was time to be the crew. As for the actors, I think Jacob was Gabe's critiquer, and Gabe was Jacob's critiquer. Well, I was the director. I got to talk to him and tell him what I would like for him to tweak and all that. But Shay, Cameron, and Gino, they were all great. They played their role enough to sometimes even be able to put on the hat of the director. Because sometimes Shay is willing to make a decision and be like, we about to do this. And I'm very appreciative, but it helps my role be easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did I answer that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think so. If you could go back to the first day of production and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Ask that one more time.
If you could go back to the first day of production and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
That's a loaded fucking question. Damn. One piece of advice. I would have to go from another book, Lead with Influence and Not Concern. I probably had 2 moments where I started to lead with concern, but that's what I would tell myself to remind myself, lead with influence and not concern.
What do you hope audiences feel when they watch this?
What do I hope they feel?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to answer that question. So I guess I'm just gonna say, I just hope they feel something, because I know when I wrote it out of love, and I wrote it, I was trying to be very impersonal, and I was trying not to think of nobody else's thoughts and feelings. I just hope they feel something. So I can't really put that on like a specific word.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Trey. Shit.
Amazing.
That damn fly.
The Zoom.
That Zoom.
Coming November.